Do you have an idea for a podcast but don't know where to start? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Anchor is such an easy way to record and edit a podcast, and you can do it from either your phone or computer. Best part is you don't have to worry about getting it out there. Anchor distributes to many platforms, so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and many more. You can start making money right away without having a minimum number of listeners, too. Anchor really is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place.
Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
the podcast. Hello.
Hi.
So happy Mother's Day, Amanda.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day.
And we are recording, obviously, on Mother's Day. We just decided to end our Mother's Day talking about what we love, General Hospital.
It is all about us.
It is. It is our day, so we should be doing what we love.
Right.
What did you do? I know you went out with your mom or went out to your mom's.
Yes, I went over to my mom's because I have to visit mom on Mother's Day and just kind of like hung out. Like, I don't like to make a big deal about Mother's Day because I feel like then it's always a letdown. So the kids had some presents for me this morning that their dad had taken them out for, which was a nice surprise. He doesn't usually do that. And then we went over to my mom's and hung out. My sister came over. She got a Dairy Queen cake. So we all had cake.
That fudge filling is always a good idea.
It's so good. And that's what she said. She hates Mother's Day too, so she didn't let her husband or kids buy her anything.
By the way, we don't like Mother's Day. Actually, this is horrible because between us, it's
a holiday that sets you up to let you down. It's worse than Valentine's Day.
Well, do you think it's because we have exes?
Maybe, but I don't know.
Although
I don't know.
My very first Mother's Day, my now ex,
we
were together. He wound up working, which fair enough. Our son was born 2 weeks before Mother's Day.
Okay.
And he worked retail at the time, like retail hours. So totally fair. He had to work because he was able to be off for a whole week.
Yeah.
It's totally okay. I didn't even get a card.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that hurt. And I understand, like, when you have a baby, especially when you're on unpaid maternity leave, like, things are tight.
But
you could have folded a sheet of paper in half.
Right.
You know, at least say something to
me.
You know, so I spent my first Mother's Day in tears. And pretty much everyone since then, too.
No, I just feel like your ex or your child's father or your husband or whoever is that male influential person. I know a lot of them feel like, well, you're not my mom, so I didn't do anything for you. You're not my mom. But it's not about that person being your mom. It's about teaching your children or the children that you're helping raise or whatever the circumstance is.
Yeah.
Teaching them to respect that relationship. And so the entire time that my ex and I were together, the entire time that we've been apart for these past couple years, he never did anything. And so now the kids are older and they still are like, oh yeah, happy Mother's Day. And I'm like, no, I want a little bit more than that. It's not about the present. It is not about the present. Hand me a handmade card and a candy bar from the gas station, and I would be ecstatic if I
let
didn't
it be
have
your
to
favorite
tell
candy
you.
bar, not theirs.
Right, true.
As long as they do know what your favorite candy bar is, because there is nothing worse than getting a present knowing that the intent was
to steal it.
But I want this.
Right. No,
you know,
handmade card, my favorite candy bar from the gas station.
It could even be in pencil.
Right.
You know,
and there you go.
Yeah.
Like, my little one is in kindergarten. We've talked about that before. So they made things. Mm-hmm. She made like this little tile, like it looks like a kitchen tile, and they painted a picture on it. And then they wrote up my 10 favorite things about my mom. And her number one thing was my mom likes to snuggle with me. And she made a little picture of us snuggled on the couch. And I was like, yep, that one's best present because I know you were told to do it, but still you sat and thought about like what our life together is. Where the big kids were like, yeah, here. And it was a surprise because, like I said, don't normally get anything. But I don't know. We got to teach these kids to appreciate their parents more. And I don't just
my baby sister just texted me Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, see, we know.
Thank you, Holly.
That wasn't because we're not live streaming, so that was a heartfelt Happy Mother's Day. But yeah, I feel the same way about Father's Day. Even if you're divorced, even if you're separated, even if you're, can't stand the father of your child, you still take your child out to get a present for their father.
Oh, totally. And I text him Happy Father's Day and I tell him Happy Father's like when he comes to pick up the kids.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's about respect. Teach these kids some respect.
I would not have them without him.
Right.
Yep. That's just how it is. So
exactly. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. That's why we hate Mother's Day. I know we're a little negative on that, but it was a good day all in all. And
yes,
that was that. What did you do? You went to see that goofy movie that everyone's talking
so we
about.
went to church, and my church was really sweet. They had all of the kids in the kids ministry made these little cards that said, "Your tea-rific," and it had a packet of chamomile tea and some Hershey Kisses, and it had something from Proverbs 31. I forget which exact part of it. But they did have them give them to all women of a certain age. You know, I mean, obviously, like my daughter did not get one.
Right.
But I really liked that because I know personally that I do have friends who have tried so hard to have kids. And I do recognize the fact that they are not mothers by choice.
Right.
You know,
right.
And so I really, really liked the fact that they did that because you also don't know who maybe had a child, maybe they had a miscarriage. They're still moms.
Right.
Maybe they had a stillborn. They're still a mother.
Yes.
You know, so.
No, I love that they were inclusive.
I did like that. Yeah. So that was really nice because a couple years ago, like you think about it and you're like, but they're not a mom. And it's like, yeah, but there are, you don't know anyone else's story. You don't know any of that. So we have season passes to our local amusement park, Kennywood Park. Mm-hmm. And typically Mother's Day is actually the first day that we go to it. However, in Pittsburgh today, it is like 50 degrees and raining.
It's so cold.
Is not good roller coaster weather.
Cold.
So the other day when I saw the forecast for the day, I was just like, listen, I really want to see the Avengers Endgame.
You're such a nerd.
So can we just go see the Avengers Endgame? I did pick the theater that has the nice leather reclining seats.
Good job. Live it up for Mother's Day.
Exactly. I was like, we are getting luxury. So I want to recline. I was really close to bringing my furry blanket just to curl up and be like, can I just bring my slippers and everything? But I didn't want to be that person.
Yeah.
So I just dealt with the fact that, I mean, and it was a really good movie. So 3 hours.
You don't want to give
like
away
that.
Too much because I know the whole world is obsessed with this movie.
It has killed me that we have not been able to see it yet because we're typically that family that goes the day of. However, it opened the day before my son's birthday. He was with his dad for the weekend. And then last weekend, we just had a lot of family stuff going on. So I was like, listen, Mother's Day, I just want to see Endgame. So that's what we did.
I'm glad you got your Mother's Day wish and that it was worth it.
Yes, it was good. And now I get to have some wine. And and I don't really drink that much anymore. So this is fabulous for me. Mm-hmm. And I get to spend my evening with you. So we get to close it out talking about
the best gift ever. Amanda time.
We get to talk about General Hospital. So it's been a good Mother's Day for me. So I know that we had talked about, the first thing we want to talk about is last week we talked a lot about the Daytime Emmys. Yes. And we did not win anything in actual production wise.
Probably because we weren't nominated for hairstyle.
I know. It's all there.
It just took us out of the running for everything because we didn't have best hair.
Yes. But I think that next year we should do, maybe we should do like a Facebook live stream or something like that while we're watching it. Because I can hook up my computer so that we can stream it. Okay. Or my TV so we can actually watch it on the TV. We can record on the computer and like do that. Oh, it'll be so fun.
That will be fun.
But we didn't get to watch it live.
No.
Because they don't show it live because apparently the Daytime Emmys are not that important.
Okay.
Which I think is not true.
Right.
Personally. Mm-mm. But I guess we just want to give a couple congratulations out
to Sonny because he won and that speech was enough to make you cry.
It was so good. I was going to save him for last, but that's okay.
No, I'm sorry. I
know,
because you're going to gripe about what you're angry about last and then we'll move on.
No, we can totally... If you have not, just go onto YouTube and you can find all of the acceptance speeches and everything. Haley Aaron won Outstanding Younger Actress. And she had the cutest speech, the acceptance speech. So I did know from listening to Steve Burton and Bradford Anderson's podcast that she is a Jeopardy nerd. Like she even said, she goes, I watch it every day. You know, that's what she does. Like that's her thing. Alex Trebek is the one who gave her the award.
Aww.
And you could just watch her reaction. The first thing she said, like coming down the aisle, she goes, it's Alex Trebek.
Oh my God.
Like you could read her lips and see her say that. So it was really, really cool to see that. But she definitely did not expect it. You know, so that
Those
was
are the
really,
best ones. Those are the best ones when they're like, really? It's me? Those are awesome.
And then Max Gale, we guessed that one.
Yes.
You know, I thought that was really good. he had a really good speech as well because he was the oldest one in the category. And he's like, this is the first time I'm going to accept age before beauty. And he did talk a little bit about how proud he is of his storyline and the awareness that they're bringing and everything. Fernie Johnson won supporting actress. The clip that they showed for her was really good. It was when she was telling off Jordan about the sacrifices that she made in her life.
Oh, that was a good scene.
It was good.
That was a really good scene.
I was really happy for that.
Yes.
And then she talked about a program that she has. It's called theheartarts.org. And she made a really good point. She said that she did not get her award because of her Instagram or her Snapchat. She's not on any social media. She got the old-fashioned way, which I like, but I don't, because we do have to adapt to these different mediums. You know, we do have to. I've been able to build a side business because of social media.
No, there's a place for social media.
And now getting into real estate, like I know that I'm going to be able to reach a broader audience because of social media. However, she does make a point because
it shouldn't be a popularity contest. It should be actually based on your merits as an actor.
And the day that I start accepting sponsorship dollars without actually legit using the product.
No.
Because I forget who it is, but somebody just recently basically posted what they were emailed. But they like literally copy and pasted.
No.
And it said, so at this time, say this in their Instagram feed.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So, I mean, it was not even their words.
No, we will never do that.
You know, because we have joked about the fact that now we should get Burton Nutrition and start using it and everything. And I'm like, I actually would legit do that because I like that type of product.
Yes.
And Michelle Stafford has Skin Nation. And I looked up, her bundles are very well priced. The bundles are, you get like 5 products for like $150. This is not a paid advertisement.
No,
I just happened to.
We're just saying if they wanted to pay us,
we're not there yet.
Use the product
we're not there yet.
Before we gave reviews.
But I mean, I really, you know, like I would legit look into her products.
Right.
You know.
No, we'll never say anything.
No.
Just for a buck. Because that's not what we're about.
Nope, because I've definitely made some major life changes just because of that. So,
right.
So,
no, you got to stay true to yourself and the product.
You can't sell out for $1.
No.
So, and then Patricia Bethune won as guest performer. I did not look up her clip. However, she was Nurse Mary Pat, and she
had a lot of dramatic scenes.
She
so
did.
It made sense that she would win.
Yeah,
I kind of figured that one.
And then our big one, Maurice Bernard, won as lead actor, and his clip was good. It was all about the storyline to do with Max.
Yes.
Or with Mike. Yeah.
Right.
Max.
Max. Yeah.
Yes. His speech was amazing.
It was amazing. That was really good.
Yeah.
Like I would enjoy watching him say anything, but that clip, especially of his speech, was amazing. He's awesome.
He didn't know what to say. You know, I feel like those are the best ones.
Right.
You know?
No, it comes from the heart.
Yeah.
It means so much more than he even made a joke about have a speech written up, but no, it's so much better if you don't.
The big upset was lead actress did not go to Maura West. Yeah. And I did read reviews online that said she was the fan favorite to win.
Really? I wonder why. I mean, I totally agree with that.
She was definitely like going in. Everyone thought that she was going to win because of the stuff with Kiki.
Yeah.
I mean.
She really did. Like, she showed off her acting
Because I'm sorry, the past couple years, I mean,
she's just kind of been like a filler character.
I've never liked Ava.
No.
Now, I am such an Ava fan.
Yeah.
Sorry, Haley. Unfortunately, since Kiki died, I've been an Ava fan because...
No, her acting feels very authentic there. Like, the emotion is appropriate. But the clip of the actress that did win, those tears...
Jacqueline Woods from Bold and the Beautiful, and she plays against the original Dylan Quartermain.
Right. I mean, I feel like
Scott
if you're
Clifton.
in a scene with him, I'm surprised you can get any words out. So maybe that's why she won. Bravo to her for getting her speech out correctly while staring at that beautiful man in front of her.
Yes.
No, those tears, those were really good tears.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch any other performances by her, but if they were in that realm, authentic then it does make sense that she won.
So I do think that it was between her and, because
it was disappointing that she didn't win. But maybe next year. Because she had a lot more Kiki stuff after the new year.
Yeah.
And so maybe
now she's doing the stuff with the Ryan and all that. So I mean, maybe she's growing a little bit more.
Usually you get nominated a couple times before you win. Maybe this is just her
That's true.
leading up to it. You know what I mean?
Let's hope. Because
I can't imagine anyone else doing better. Yeah.
I still stand by, like, she so should have won.
Yeah.
You know, I think that was the one that probably upset us both the most. Was
Yes.
like, she did not win. Like, how?
Right.
So
yeah, I thought she was.
You didn't think Sunny was going to win.
Right. That's what I was going to say. I thought she was a shoo-in for that and that Sunny wasn't going to win.
Yeah.
So they flipped.
Well, he's been nominated. I think they said that this was the first time he's won in 15 years or something like that. So the storyline is really good, though. And what they're doing with the storyline with Mike is fantastic. So we can't negate that. So congratulations to all the winners.
Yes.
Because you're all listening.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
They're waiting for Monday
us.
morning.
Yes.
You know. So let's talk about this week, May 6th through the 10th. We both kind of said, like, it's not a lot happened this week.
Jax is back.
I know.
I mean, I just could have kept watching that over and over again.
I kept thinking, so I was hopping around the house singing My Boyfriend's Back, but so my Jax is back, and you're going to be...
Oh my God, you are a dork.
After I watched it, because please tell me that Carly is not getting pregnancy hormones towards Jax.
I did not understand that whole scene. Like, I know that there's animosity between the two of them over Carly, between Sunny and Jax over Carly.
And Brenda.
And Brenda. And the whole Sunny getting Jax kicked out of the country and blah, blah, blah.
I mean, that might lead to some bitterness.
Definitely reasons. But at the same time, I don't think that you would be that, like, outright nasty to each other. And I guess nasty is not even the right word, but
hostile.
Yes.
Like the tension.
Yeah.
You know, because
like we keep talking about parent and step-parent relationships or whatever. You know, you say that your husband and your ex get along, but do you think that even if they didn't the first couple times, after the first couple times of being around each other, that they would have acted like that?
No.
And wouldn't you have been like, what are you doing? The kids are standing here being a jerk?
Right.
And Jocelyn was around.
She was at least in the house to hear it, you know?
Exactly.
And I did think it was funny because when Carly comes down, she's like, you two getting along? And Sunny's like, just peachy.
Right.
But wait, when did Jax and Jason become like BFF?
I don't know.
Did I miss something here? Is it because of Carly that Jason loves?
Yes, they've always had, well, they haven't always had, but through the years, Jax has seen that Jason's love for Carly is a genuine friendship and true.
But I do feel like they both love the same women non-romantically.
Right.
You know, because Carly is Jason's best friend. You know, Jason is Carly's best friend. Jax loves Carly. Therefore, even to what degree, you know, Robin, Brenda,
and Sam. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but Sam's still a weird one. I mean, Sam's the outlier. Sam just happened to have a romantic relationship with both of them.
I mean, she kind of slept with everybody there in that little
I know.
time.
It's hard to
Sunny,
realize
Jason,
that.
Jax,
if Sunny and Jason can make it work with Sam.
Yes. Right.
You know, I don't know. I feel like Oscar's death has changed Jason in some way that we're going to see something happen. So
I love him.
I did love when Carly was like, what are you talking about? I'm kind. I'm joyful. And they both gave that look like, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That felt really, really real. So I did guess. So I actually had written down, and I'm kind of bummed about how they did this.
Uh-oh.
Not kind of bummed because I do think that it's going to actually happen just because of what we saw happen. I thought that Ryan's going to wind up being Jordan's organ donor on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
On Monday, I wrote down Ryan becomes kidney donor, ? And then we find out that Kevin's a match.
Can't.
He's a match.
Yes, he's a match, but he can't.
Right. So next logical step is I'm right.
Yeah. Oh, but no. I'm sure you
Ryan is going to be a kidney donor, and dead or alive, we don't know. All right.
Yes, I agree with you. We have not watched any spoilers, so if we're right or wrong, we have no idea.
So
talking about spoilers, though, you had found out a spoiler a couple weeks ago before they switched Valerie's and had mentioned it.
Yes.
You found that out on accident. Somewhere I saw, maybe it was looking at the Nurses Ball stuff, but the old Valerie to the new Valerie, and I feel like not only does she not portray it right, but there's an age difference there.
I thought so too. I feel there's just the old Valerie was, I want to be careful about how I say this.
Not as serious.
She was not as serious, and I'm not saying that the new Valerie is not feminine, but the old Valerie was very feminine, but very no nonsense.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like this new one is just no nonsense and nothing.
Right. I think
I would not have understood why Dante slept with this new Valerie. I understand why Dante slept with the old Valerie. Has nothing to do with looks.
No,
it has nothing to do with looks.
Beautiful.
She is a beautiful woman. Her personality,
the
though,
way she's
is
portraying
not...
this character is so much harsher than the original Valerie.
Yes. That's a good word, harsh.
Yes, and
Yes.
just like I'm not calling her old by any means because God knows she has to be younger
She
than I
could
am.
be younger than the old Valerie.
Her appearance is older than the other one. So like when I saw her with Kristina this week, and Kristina
it didn't feel appropriate.
Yeah, like when Kristina said to Valerie that she was having feelings for her a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Like it looked like they would fit as a couple if they went down that road.
Yeah.
Seeing her with new Valerie, I was like, no. And I know that's not what they were saying this week, but just that's what my mind went back to. And I was like, oh, it's weird for them to even be having this kind of conversation because
that's good because I hadn't remembered. I mean, I know that, but like I hadn't thought about that. I had thought about the Dante thing because I was like,
I don't know. I hope that they change her lines some or just she gets more comfortable in the character. You know, I don't want to judge her too harshly. It's only been a week or so that she's been in the role. But she doesn't feel like... I don't want her to feel like the old Valerie, but she doesn't feel like the right
actress or actor has their own...
Some of them I love more than the original. So she could come into this and, in 2 weeks I could be like, oh my gosh, I was totally wrong. But this week, it just didn't feel right again.
Because we both had similar feelings when Max Gail took on Mike.
Mm-hmm.
We were just not sure about him. Right. However, I really don't see the old Mike...
being able to portray this right now.
But I also don't know because he was able to do... I mean, he did the whole Courtney thing. Oh my gosh, how bad was that this week when...
Oh yeah,
Max was like, if I forget Courtney...
And he said to Michael...
Yeah.
About Michael having the baby.
Yeah, and then he remembered.
Sad. Yeah.
I think that might be a big thing that happens this year is that we see...
No. I don't know. See it.
It hasn't been a focus for a while, so...
I know, and he obviously has been getting worse. Like, they've thrown that in there enough that I'm sure it will show his decline more. I don't know.
I'm not ready. I don't want it.
I'm not ready for that.
So...
I need a break. I need the happy summer of, like...
Yes.
Everyone's in love and having fun and doing good stuff before we get back into this heavy storyline.
But I do hope that they do honor it though.
Oh yeah, I don't mean cut it out. Right.
No. But I mean, people can go on for over a decade.
Right.
This way.
Yes.
In this life. I really do hope that they leave that as it's not a death sentence. It's not.
No.
So I do hope that let's hope that that's not the big story that happens this year. We don't want Mike to die.
No.
At least for 5 years. I think that would be a good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's not.
Right. It's not a death sentence. It's just changing. But I feel like just showing him getting progressively worse is going to be devastating.
But they have so much that they can do with that.
Yes.
Because it can get so much worse.
Right.
What did you think about Kristina?
I was so proud of her. When she went to Donna Day house, I thought like she was a goner. Like whenever she said to Alexis, I have to go talk to...
I thought she was lying.
Yes. And then... I didn't even finish that sentence, and you know what I mean?
I'm sorry. We do need to video this sometime because when I listen to this back, I feel like I cut you off a lot.
No, because
when we're sitting here talking,
no, I cut you off. I feel like I cut you off,
but I don't. So. But that's the thing is that like we're both sitting here and we see each other's faces and we're like, oh my gosh, yeah. We're not cutting each other off as much as it sounds like we are.
It's normal friend conversation. You know. I think that's why.
So continue your thoughts about Kristina.
So when Kristina left Alexis and said she was going to talk to Julian about getting her job back, totally thought she was lying and just going to go right back into Donna Day and be like, Charlotte, it wasn't my fault. I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And she like stuck it to him and was like, nope, I'm not listening to your excuses. I want my pledge back. This is BS, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, it's my gift or whatever crap he gave her. It was a gift
to the members to let us, and she's like, we don't need it anymore.
Exactly. So I'm done. And he was like, well, I hope you choose to come back, blah, blah, blah. But I was so proud of her. Like, I really didn't think that was going to happen.
If he had a slight brain, he would have realized that he needed to show her that whatever she had possibly been told was wrong.
Right.
Because if he had just said, oh, sure, here you go, it would have put doubt in her mind about what Willow had said. And Willow was so strong about what she said.
Yes.
Although I did, and it's actually I already put together the pictures for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Which is going to be after you guys see this or hear this. As they are talking and they're getting up and, she's said her piece and everything. Neil gets up and hands her his card. So I'm like big into business and networking and everything. And as they're standing up, I was like, oh my gosh, if Neil gives her his card, I'm going to die. And then sure enough, he goes, if you need anyone to talk to. And I'm like, damn, that's networking. Yes. But it's not. I mean, it really is. You know, he obviously, I don't know. I still think he could be her dad, though.
Oh, yeah, me too.
But now I think that Harmony left before he knew that he had a child.
Right.
But I think that he knows that but at the same time, did she ever say Harmony? I think she just kept saying my mom.
Yeah.
So if she had said the name, but also Harmony is probably not really her name.
Harmony's not her name because they had that conversation at the table whenever she told her mom about having the miscarriage.
Yes.
And
good for her for thinking on her toes.
Yes. And her mom was like, and what is this with you with this new name, blah, blah, blah. And Willow was like, Harmony's not your name. What are you talking about?
So I do. Yeah, I still think that it
could totally be. Yeah. If she left, you wouldn't recognize Willow's name because Willow wasn't her name when she was a child. And if she took her whenever she was younger, then he would have no idea what she looked like.
But he also probably has no idea. I think that she has no idea. Because she said we hopped around a lot.
Yeah.
Like they went and tried out new things. I don't think he even knows that he had a child.
Oh, see, I feel like he's going to know he had a kid, but he's not going to make that connection just yet.
Ooh, so which of us is right? What do you think?
Even if he's not her dad, I think that Harmony is the woman that he lost to the cult. Definitely. But I'm thinking that that's
because who else could it be?
Right.
So the whole Brad thing, because Willow flipped out on them.
Right.
And then Valerie did, and Lucas is starting to question it. But then when he talked to Julian, he's like, I thought they just did community service. And now I think the wheels are spinning to Julian.
The wheels are turning, but I was also disappointed with Lucas because he is so reserved and listens to what people are saying. And everything that he's known of Willow so far is not overreacting. So when she flipped out like that, I understand getting defensive if someone's trying to tell you how to raise your kid, because God knows I would be too.
Yeah.
No, I know he doesn't know Willow, but he knows her well enough that I feel like, if you said to me, oh, you're signing your kid up for that, nah, you really shouldn't, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't be like, don't tell me how to raise my kid,
But you and I are different.
Maybe. I just feel like, if
another Girl Scout mom just came up to you and was like, you shouldn't have your child in that blah, 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 because they blah, 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 blah. Let's use junior ROTC as an example, because a lot of people are actually against the military, which is unfortunate. So, because regardless of if you are for or against whatever our military is involved in,
right.
We are a volunteer army.
Yeah.
We are a voluntary military, but there are people who protest military. So if you had another parent saying, another random Girl Scout mom saying that you kind of knew, and before that had never said anything bad towards you, and been like, you shouldn't have her in that, all they do is brainwash the kids, that they're going to force them to sign up for the military.
I would be like, good, because then I'm going to make extra
money.
Right, so because I've already spent years on it. No, realistically, I feel like, yes, I would be offended. And yes, I would probably say something that is like, oh, okay, I'm not really going to listen to you. But I don't feel like I would have gotten so angry.
You would have texted me about it, though.
Oh, I totally would have.
But exactly.
Would talk on this. But he said to her face, don't tell me how to raise my kid, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. And that was out of character for him.
Like an overreaction. I feel like he would have just been like, sorry you had a bad experience, but Brad's his dad and we don't need your input. And then later,
especially where he actually agrees with her.
Right.
Maybe that's his defense, though, is that he actually agrees with her, and now he's hearing it from a third party who doesn't even actually know their...
Maybe. I mean, it's easier to attack the messenger, so maybe that's his problem. But I don't know. It just felt out of character. I was disappointed that he was so harsh with her. Yeah.
Do you know what I forgot? Diane knows that Willow is Wiley's mom.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
How'd you forget? That was her attorney.
Because I just kept remembering her talking about, I just forgot about it until when Chase said you have to call your attorney, and then she was leaving a message for Diane. Diane knows all this.
Yeah, but she can't say anything. She's the attorney.
Nope.
So confidentiality, man.
I know.
It's very important.
God bless her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she
gets her stress relief with her very hot boyfriend.
Max. I did like what Neil said to Alexis about her guilt not working. He's like, it's not working for Kristina and it's not working for you. So what's the point in having it?
Right.
I took that more personally
because
you and I both have a ton of guilt that really we shouldn't.
What?
but we're human. But it really made sense because it's like,
it's not helpful.
But I think it's any parent though, honestly. I mean, you always, anytime you see your child struggle, you think, what could I have done differently?
100%.
And it's totally, they're at the age that Kristina is, at the age that most of our kids are now. So I have 2 teenagers, you have younger, so you are to blame for some of it. And
we'll take full
the
responsibility
kindergartner
for everything that kindergartner does bad.
Exactly. It's totally you.
Mm-hmm.
But even still in kindergarten, she can make her own choices, you know? But I mean, our kids can make their own choices.
Right.
But you still wonder, okay, is it because I didn't do this when they were 2?
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Right. We need
Cheers to guilt.
Let's get over it.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, the big storylines this week were that Jax came back, which I know it wasn't like a substantial anything because it was really pretty much just Tuesday. All the stuff with Kristina.
Willow and Kristina, yeah.
Right.
Maxie and Peter, we haven't talked about them.
Oh, I understand what she's doing, but I was so disappointed because you don't.
Can I ask a really stupid question though? Because I did rewatch this morning.
Go ahead.
Sunday morning.
Go ahead.
Maxie and Peter did wind up in Paris, right?
Yes.
Okay. Laura and Curtis were in Toronto.
Yes.
When did they get to Paris?
I don't know when they got to Paris.
Okay,
I don't know where that happened. No, because I was like,
did they wind up in Montreal? Did something happen with weather? So they had to be because Montreal is a French, Canadian area. I was like, so I purposely rewatched that episode.
If we missed something, please let us know. But
we didn't. No,
I didn't see. It was just like
let's go to Paris. While
Paris in the middle is the answer to everything. So
are we getting a French General Hospital? Do you think? Are we getting a French spinoff? I mean, there's been a lot of focus on France lately.
There really has a lot. I don't know. That would be exciting. Let's see. But no, not that. I want to be very clear on this. Not that a woman does not always have the right to change her mind, but I thought it was very unfair that she's like, I need to go next door and get some lingerie.
I thought that was really cool,
and
though. Then she winds
up with Laura, and he was not very nice. He wasn't rude, but you could tell he was annoyed with Laura and them, and no one can blame him because any man that you said, I'm going next door to buy lingerie, and then came back with 2 extra people,
they have every right to
unhappy.
Be expecting something if you say, I am not wearing my flannel pajamas to bed.
Exactly. Again, she didn't have the right to change her mind.
She did set the expectation that there was going to be more than flannel pajamas. And she even said, the shopping was great, but I found 2 people and they don't have a room. And I'm like, how did we wind up in Paris?
Yes.
They're not supposed to be in Paris. They're supposed to be in Canada looking for Ryan's female friend.
Right.
They were talking who do we think that's in the cabin? Because they keep showing and you know that it's not Ryan.
Okay, wait.
Because it's never the person that you're expecting it to be as the behind the scenes creeping.
But if you ever escape to a cabin for whatever your reasons are, can you please take the mail in? Because that's the most suspicious
thing. Here's the thing. What if the mail person have already taken it back? She's like, this has gone on for months.
I'm like, from when Ryan was still in Port Charles.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure if your mail sits, the mailman takes it back.
I don't know how long it has to sit before they take it back. But
I think it's a couple of days.
The very first.
It's not months. I don't know how Canadian mail works, though.
It could be different.
That is true.
I don't know. But the very first thing I would do if I stowed away in some cabin is take the mail in. Because I don't want anyone to know. No, it's
an obvious sign.
It's suspicious.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was why
cute is Peter, though, like going to Anna saying, I'm so worried about this, and Anna being like, do you think I would try to set you up with my goddaughter?
Yes. Do you think I would let you do this?
Do you think Peter's a virgin then?
No.
Like, I'm not trying to...
There's no way. I don't think so.
But seriously, he even said, he goes, I've never gotten that close to someone. And he doesn't strike me as someone who would just...
Wait. This is not off topic, but off topic. Was it Monday that Robert finally said to Anna...
Yes! The thing that I have been saying!
I feel like because we talked about it on Monday. Monday was one of the days.
And we have been so good since we started this podcast about not doing it during the week.
Exactly. We wait.
Because I hounded you about Oscar.
Exactly. we try not to talk about anything so that this conversation is very authentic, back and forth.
Yes.
But Monday...
I forgot about that because we've talked about it.
Yes. Monday I ended up getting to watch it in like real time when it aired. And you had watched it early.
Yeah.
And so it was definitely a text that was like, oh,
I was right.
And I was like, I did. I literally like yelled at the TV and was like, it's about time. Like, finally. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Robert.
Right.
But at the same time, that caused a lot of friction.
But it needed to be said.
Oh, yeah.
It needed
Like,
to
have
be
you
said.
ever thought about the fact that
Right.
the one that you can't remember having is not yours because of memory loss?
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't thought about that.
Right.
But Finn, threw down. He yelled and he stood up for her. She's so gonna marry him.
What's gonna happen with the ring, though?
I don't know, and that's crap that he still has it.
It is crappy.
I do say that,
and then he left it on the thing. And Mike's
and then
gonna
Mike
end up
found
getting it.
Do you
Yeah.
think that he's gonna
give it to you?
Yeah.
Yvonne, is that her name?
Yvonne, yeah.
Yvonne, okay.
Because I was thinking about that too. We haven't seen her in a while.
Right.
But then I didn't remember if maybe she moved out.
I didn't know if her husband took her, because we haven't seen her husband interact with
Stella.
Thank you. So yeah, I don't know, but that's where my mind went, was that he's gonna take it to give to her. And if I was Finn, I would be so angry. Like, give me back my ring.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I don't know. But I feel like that was because we've been toying around with, all right, Robert and Anna, really good exes. Is there anything there?
No.
That showed absolutely not. Because he even said, he's like, I thought we would at least always have each other's back. I'm like, that doesn't mean that she doesn't.
You have to agree. Right.
Right. It's like, no, she agrees. She even said, fine, go find all the stuff. I'm telling you, I'm going to love him like a mom.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a very maternal thing. I feel like that's a very decent thing as a human. We've gone on for quite some time today for not having a lot to talk about.
And it might be the wine, or it might be that
we have a lot to say about what did happen.
Yeah.
All right. So
happy Mother's Day to everyone out there.
Happy Mother's Day.
Have a good week, right? Rest of your week. What am I supposed to say? Rest your week.
Sure.
It's
and
Monday.
We'll meet you at the pier.
Yeah. See you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye. If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to subscribe and follow on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever you listen to. Also, please give us a review. This helps us know what you like.
You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. And also, we're not perfect, so if there is something that we messed up or something that we missed, or if there's just something that you want to talk about, let us know by emailing us at peer54podcast@gmail.com.